friends, this is Carmen Marie with Untitled Cafe School of Life. Étincelle, it means spark in French. So how will we be able to bring spark back into your life? How can we bring the messages that you need to hear today to uplift you, to change your energy vibration and help you move forward in whatever you're going through today and whatever you're experiencing and whatever transition you might be going through for the next phase of your life. I am your intuitive coach here today with a pick a card reading. So the way this works, I do it in French, so I decided to do it in English today. What we will be doing is inviting you to choose one of the three cards. So today's reading is all about what your future self has as a message for you for today. So think about the question, what does my future self have to tell me for today? And intuitively choose one of the three piles of cards. So pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. These are cards that I chose intuitively myself. I have 3 sets here. I have Energy Oracle cards, I have Earth Magic Oracle cards, and Soul Coaching Oracle cards. I only use Oracle cards and I love them because they allow me to channel more information and find a story within the cards to provide that message for you. So you can close your eyes, say a prayer or meditation, and intuitively choose one of the 3 piles. Once you're decided, you can pause the video to make your decision. Once you're decided, you go down below in the description to see what timestamp you need to go to, what time you need to forward the video to in order to get the message personalized to the pile that you will have chosen. So if you need more information, I invite you to contact me. You have my coordinates below as well. I do offer a first consultation absolutely free to see what pile you've picked and to help you make sense of it through the situation that you're going through now, and to see if there is more intuitive coaching that might help you even further in the phase of life that you are living right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead with pile number 1. So pile number 1, we have fairies in Earth Magic. We have ceremony. It's the invocation of ceremony. We have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. It's communication, it's the throat chakra. We have a storm warning, and we have wisdom and miracles. So what I'm reading through this and what your future self wants you to know right now is that you do have the wisdom that you need in order to go through whatever it is that you are going through. You are already thinking that there is a storm brewing. You know that there will be some difficulties, but what I'm being told is that there's a lot more drama in this than needs to be there. You do have the tools, you do have the wisdom in order to deal with that storm. And you also do believe in miracles. What your future self is saying is go back to that belief, go back to that that idea that miracles do happen, things do change, that you do have the support that you need in order to create the miracles that will allow you to move forward, that will allow you to change the situation for the better. In these miracles, what we have is invocation of ceremony and the fairies. You have the wisdom and you have that belief in miracles where you know that you do have the support that you need in universal energy and in entities around you, including fairies. So what your future self is saying is don't be afraid to ask for that help. Go and invoke their help. Invite them to come help you and support you through little ceremonies and rituals. It doesn't have to be very intricate. Ceremonies can be as simple as meditation, prayer. You can even write in your journal. Anything that will allow you, even through reflection, to help them help you. So what I'm getting also is that there's something to do with the throat chakra, the fifth chakra, and Archangel Gabriel, who is very much aligned with communication. So there's something related to communication in this. Either a project that needs to materialize, something that you need to express. So whatever the storm is that is brewing has something to do with the expression or the realization of an expression, whether a project or otherwise. So what I'm getting is that your future self is saying that project is to be materialized. You have the support of Archangel Gabriel in this, and you also have the support of the fairies. Do not hesitate to create ceremony, to invoke the help, and you will get the support through miracles. And you have that wisdom to do that, so go ahead and do it. That's a great message, very encouraging. I hope it spoke to you. And if you need more help on this, do not hesitate. My coordinates are down below. You can contact me for a first session as a free consultation to be able to discuss this pile, the information that you got through it, and your current situation. Thank you very much for being here with us. Let's go on to pile number 2. So pile number 2, we had childhood. We have the innocence of childhood. We have the meadows and the vulnerability that it represents. We have financial constraints. The fourth chakra and Archangel Raphael. We have inspiration and we have awakening. So we're in a period of awakening from what I see. There's childhood also, the innocence of childhood that comes with that awakening. There's inspiration for new information. But what I'm getting is that in this innocence of childhood, there's vulnerability. There's that meadow that is open to receiving. And in the innocence of childhood, what I'm getting, and in the awakening as well, is that this is the awakening. So what I'm getting is that you will get a lot of information, a lot of inspiration, that you know is the truth. And before you allow for society to dictate how you should process that information, go back to the childhood innocence that you know you have within. Be open to the vulnerability that it will bring you to. Whereas you will not allow society to tell you how to perceive things, you will open yourself up to believing something a little different, which will make you feel vulnerable, but that's okay. And in this awakening, what your future self is telling us is that the difficulty that you're going through has something to do with your financial situation. That this is a situation that is also part of the vulnerability, part of that valley, that status quo that is not allowing you to move back up, kind of like on a slope of a mountain. But it's okay. You need to go through that process, through that vulnerability, process through this period, and go back to that childhood innocence. Go back to what is true to you, to your essence. Allow yourself to feel inspired and to start anew, with a new awakening, with a new understanding of things. And one of the things that comes with childhood innocence is love, is compassion, is caring. And Archangel Raphael is there to show us that, to provide us the love that is there for us through our Creator, through universal energy. And fourth chakra is the heart. So not only will you open yourself up in that vulnerability to receive that love, you are also invited to open yourself up to your own love, to give yourself that same love as well, to learn how to give yourself that love that Archangel Raphael is there to provide you with as well. So open yourself up to new childhood innocence. Just as a child expects for individuals around loved ones to love him or her, you are inspired to and invited to, encouraged to open yourself up to receive that love and to give yourself that love. Open yourself up to receive your own love and your own compassion through the difficulties that you may be going through now. And in that opening, you will also receive, in that love that you receive, you're also receiving inspiration with that awakening, to awaken you out of the situation, to awaken you in new solutions that will allow you in receiving and giving to move out of the financial constraints and into a new period. So I hope this message encourages you to move forward. I hope it encourages you to open yourself up to a new way of being. If you need more help, more support, and through this message with channeling of more specific information from your future self, don't hesitate to contact me for a first consultation that's absolutely free, so that we can discuss your situation and see if intuitive coaching can help you even more. So that is it for pile number 2. Thank you for being there with us. Let's move forward with pile number 3. So pile number 3, we have the eagle that represents communion between humanity and the spiritual. We have the river that represents movement. We have caring connections. We have door to spirit. We have a lot of spiritual connections here. We have abundance and pleasure. So this is really cool. We have, it seems, a period of abundance, a period of prosperity, a period of a more pleasurable and joyous period of life, experience of life. But what I'm getting is that this comes with a specific opening to spirituality. This is a very big connection to the spiritual, to your communion, kind of like the eagle that brings us closer, humans closer to the skies, to the spiritual realm. We have this closeness, this door that's opened to the spiritual. An opening that will allow us to create movement in our lives, kind of like a river. So they're both connected. Prosperity, abundance, pleasure in our experience of life comes with that connection with the spiritual. There's also caring connections. What I'm getting is that this is not romantic. This is really the connection with spirituality that brings with it an immense amount of love, of caring. That caring is also provided through pleasure and abundance, that you are entitled to it, that you can feel cared for and loved through joyous experiences of life, knowing that this comes through your communion with the spiritual. This comes with your opening to receive love from the spiritual. That you will have movement in your life if you do open yourself up to your connection with the spiritual. So a very, very lovely message, very ingrained in the spiritual, in the connections. I really love the message. Hope it speaks to you. And if you need more clarification to link it to the situation that you're going through right now, please do not hesitate to contact me. The first session that we have together to make sense of this message with the situation that you are going through right now is absolutely free. So don't hesitate. My coordinates are down below. And thank you for being here with us on this first English pick a card reading for you as your future self brings the messages that you need to hear today. Love you all. Thanks for being there.